I'm sure, as most people know, you can take leftover sourdough that you don't want anymore or is stale. This sourdough is definitely very stale. We are not going to eat it in time for it to go. Oh yay! We're not going to eat it in time for it to like go moldy. And it's super stale. So I have my oven set to 325, and we're just gonna essentially dehydrate it and turn it into Italian breadcrumbs. I'm sure most people know that you can do this with your leftover bread, but in case you didn't, or you just never have done it before, we're doing it today. I'm gonna make some like homemade chicken tender bites next week, and I'll just use this. And instead of using my dehydrator, I've decided to use the oven because not everyone has a dehydrator, and I realize not everyone wants to go spend X amount of money on a dehydrator. So we're going to use what most people have, which is an oven. And also usually people use like a food processor to kind of grind it all up after it's dried out. I do have my own like coffee grinder specifically for this kind of stuff, but I also realize most people, not most people, but maybe some people don't have that. So we're gonna just use what we have, as in probably a plastic bag and our hands. We'll see. I'm just trying to use what I feel like most people have. So I have these cut up into like 1-inch chunks. I have put them on the baking tray, and I have my oven set to 325. So we're gonna put these in the oven at 325 for 10 to 15 minutes till it gets good and dried out, and then we'll go on to the next step. Alright, so like I said, normally I would put these in my like coffee grinder and grind it up that way, but I realize not everyone has that, so we're gonna do it this way. Yeah. Okay, now I do realize there are gonna be crumbs everywhere because I'm essentially like poking holes in this bag by doing it this way, but trying to show everyone that they don't need a grinder for this. So that's how we're doing it. Okay, so basically I've realized that not all of them got completely dry. Some of them are a little bit squishy and still a little bit moist. So all you have to do is preheat your oven again, put all of this back onto your baking sheet, and put it in the oven until these are completely dry. And that will also ensure that all the little pieces are fully dry too. Alright, I have it all crushed up. I pounded it down. Looks pretty good. So now I'm going to add garlic powder. This is pasta sprinkle or Italian seasoning, which is also what I have here. It's like towards the end of the season of like I have to make more of this, but it's almost gardening season, so I'm like running out onion powder. You can add salt to this if you want. I'm not going to add salt because I want to be able to control the amount of salt that I have, like when I cook with it. And I'm just going to add some of this South African smoke, which is just like chili peppers ground up. So you can add whatever you want to this to make it Italian seasoned, or you can just leave it as regular breadcrumbs. So yeah, I'm just going to add as much as I feel like adding because that's how I roll. Right, and basically, yeah, that's it. Well, this is good. So, with that being said, guys, as I have a mouthful of food, we'll leave it at that. Basically, as I finish chewing, if you want this to last a while, you want to condition it. Pardon my tea kettle. You want to condition it, which means you want to leave it out on the counter, shake it like this, like twice a day. Make sure that all the moisture is gone. Make sure there's no mold. You want to do that for 5 days. So just shake it, make sure there's no clumps in it, make sure there's no moisture at the bottom, and make sure it's not sticking to the bottom, all the things. And once you do that, you can keep that for a while on your shelf. Yeah, I'm just going to use it this week when I make some like chicken nuggets. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, which I'm going to start filming in like an hour and a half because we're making pork chops. So if you want to come back for that one, come back for the next video. See you guys later. Bye.